So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope you all are doing good. So, in this lecture, we are going to revise employee cost. We are going to solve more than 6 questions. So, it will take time to complete this topic. So, very important questions, big questions we are going to solve. So, let's start, guys. First part we will discuss. Everyone, please concentrate. First part we are going to discuss various type of labor payment system. There are four type of labor payment system which is applicable in your syllabus. First one is a time rate system. Second one is your piece rate system. Third one is a HALSE. Next one is a ROWAN. Only these four formula is applicable in your syllabus. So let's start with the first part, that is a piece rate system. Sorry, time rate system. What is the formula for time rate system? Tell me formula for time rate system. Hours work multiplied by rate per hour. If you are paying daily, then days work multiplied by rate per day. If you are working weekly and payment is received per week, then weeks work multiplied by rate per week, or month work multiplied by rate per month. Maximum time 99%, only this formula will be applicable, that is hours work multiplied by rate per hour. Next one, second part is your piece rate system. You're going to pay according to number of units produced by you. Formula is very simple. Number of units produced by you multiplied by rate per unit. Next, we'll go to the next part, that is HALSE premium plan. Under HALSE premium plan, guys, it is divided into two parts. First part will be your basic wages and second part will be your bonus, or second part will be treated as your incentive. So HALSE premium plan formula is very simple. Hours work into rate per hour plus 50% of time saved multiplied by rate per hour. So first part, as I told you, is a basic wages and second one is a bonus. So bonus, how much you are getting? 50% of time saved multiplied by rate per hour. Next one, in case of ROWAN incentive plan, ROWAN premium plan, ROWAN incentive plan, first part of the formula is similar like a HALSE. So first part is your basic wages, hours work multiplied by rate per hour. Second part is your bonus. Here bonus is to be calculated with the help of formula time saved upon time allowed into bracket same, hours work multiplied by rate per hour. So both the brackets are same. Now remember guys, if you want to solve any question of HALSE and ROWAN, first important step is to calculate time saved and time allowed. Once you calculate time allowed, then you can calculate time saved. Formula for time saved is equal to time allowed minus time taken. So remember guys, if you get the question of HALSE and ROWAN, first make sure whether time allowed is given. If not, first calculate time allowed. Compare with the time taken. Time allowed minus time taken is equal to your time saved. Now guys, let's quickly take some examples. Yes sir. Let's quickly take some examples of how to calculate the time saved. Boys and girls, very important point. And that point is that if you want to calculate time allowed, you'll have to use input output ratio. I repeat, if you want to calculate time allowed, you'll have to calculate input output ratio. Always in examination, write this input and output ratio. Now, how to calculate? Let's see one question. So, the normal time per unit is 24 minutes. To produce one unit, 24 minutes is required. Hours per week is 48 and actual output is 150 units. Now, let's check guys, what is your input and what is your output. Input is given in a question, 24 minutes is your input and output is 1 unit. Actual output given in a question 150 units, so you have to calculate how much will be the time allowed or standard time. Yes sir. Kindly tell me, online student, face to face batch student, please tell me how to calculate time allowed. Is it 150 multiplied by 24 divided by 1 divided by 60? Please tell me how much will be the time allowed to produce that 150 units. Calculate and tell me. Yes sir. Is this 60 correct guys? Now immediately after you calculate the time allowed, immediately you can calculate time saved. Time saved is equal to time allowed minus time taken. Time allowed is your 60 hours, time taken given in a question 48 hours, so 12 hours will be saved by you. Immediately jump to the next question, second question. Normal production per hour is 20 units. Production per hour is 20 units. Immediately I will write their input and output. 1 hour is your input, output will be 20 units. In 8 hours that worker has produced 200 units. So guys, output I'll consider there 200. How much time will be required? We will calculate there, cross multiplication. So time allowed is equal to 200 multiplied by 1 divided by 20. Time allowed will be 10 hours. And time saved will be, time saved is equal to time allowed minus time taken. Time allowed is your 10 hours, time taken is your 8 hours. So 2 hours will be saved by you. Is it correct, guys? Let's go to the third question quickly. In the third question, 18 minutes is required to produce one unit. Again, immediately I'll write their input and output. So if input is your 18 minute, you are going to produce one unit. Actual production is 200 units. So I'll write there 200 units in output. How much will be the time required? So time required or time allowed is equal to 200 multiplied by 18 divided by 1 divided by 60. Because time is given in minute, you'll have to convert it into hours. Can someone tell me how much will be the time allowed? Is it 60 hours? Yes or no? Now after that, after you calculate that 60 hours, immediately please tell me what will be your time saved. Time saved is equal to time allowed minus time taken. Time allowed is your, how much time allowed guys? 60. Time taken is 45. Time saved will be 15. Last question, you will have to answer, check input and output. Everyone please answer. 2 hours is required to produce 5 units. So what input output ratio you are going to write? 2 hours required to produce 5 units. So I'll write 2 hours here and I'll write 5 output here. Actually 170 units produced by the worker. So in output I'll write there 170. How much hours will be required? So time allowed is equal to 170 multiplied by 2 divided by 5. Can someone tell me how much will be the answer, guys? Please. Is it 60 hours? Immediately you can calculate time saved. Time saved is equal to time allowed minus time taken. Time allowed is 60, time taken is 48 hours. So your answer will be 12 hours will be your time saved. 68. Okay, Sirji. 68 is your answer. I'll write 68. 170 into 2 divided by 5. Is it 68? Correct, guys? So 68 minus 48. Your answer comes to, is it 20 hours? So this is how you will have to calculate that time saved, time allowed. In every question of Halsey and Rowan, compulsorily you will have to calculate this. Now boys and girls, yes sir, 68. Online student are replying, it is 68. Yes, I have corrected that. Chalo. Now boys and girls, let's solve 2-3 questions on these Halsey, Rowan, etc. One very important formula you'll have to remember. Most important formula you'll have to remember, and that formula will be effective earning per hour. Effective earning per hour is equal to total earning divided by hours worked. I repeat, effective earning per hour is equal to total earning divided by hours worked. If you want to calculate effective earning under Halsey, then it will be total earning under Halsey divided by hours worked. If you want to calculate effective earning under Rowan, then formula will be total earning under Rowan divided by hours work. Like under Halsey, hours work multiplied by rate per hour plus 50% of time saved into rate per hour divided by hours work. If you want to calculate effective earning under Rowan, then first write down full formula of Rowan, hours work into rate per hour plus time saved upon time allowed into hours work into rate per hour, entire bracket divided by hours work. This is how you calculate that time saved, sorry, effective earning per hour, not time saved, effective earning per hour. Sir, this point is not written by you in your notebook, so write one more point. Labor cost per unit is equal to, labor cost per unit is equal to, yes sir, please write down there. Labor cost per unit is equal to total labor cost divided by units produced. Total labor cost divided by units produced. Total labor cost divided by units produced. Okay, sir. Boys and girls, we are going to solve all important questions of this topic. First, very important question which has been asked in last to last examination. So, very important question. Let's read that question. A skilled worker in Tata Motors Limited is paid guaranteed wage rate of 30 rupees per hour. Standard time per unit for a particular product is 4 hours. P, a machine man, has been paid a wages under Rowan incentive plan and he has earned an effective hourly rate of 37.5. So guys, basic wage rate guaranteed is 30. Under Rowan incentive plan, effectively you are getting 37.5 on manufacture of that particular product. What could have been his total earning? We need to calculate his total earning and effective hourly rate had he been put on Halsey incentive plan. Now, if you can check, you have been given three information. First information is time allowed is 4 hours. Basic wage rate is your 30 and effective wage rate under row 1 is equal to 37.5. What important point not given in this question, and that important point is actual hours worked by you. It is not given actual hours worked by you. Sirji, please tell me why he is getting instead of 30, why he is getting 37.5? Answer quickly, sir. Basic wage rate is 30, but effectively he is getting 37.5. So kindly quickly tell me, Sirji, why he is getting more? Yes. Please tell me why he is getting more, Sirji. Basic wage rate is 30, he is getting 37.5. 7.5 per hour he is getting extra. He is getting extra because of saving in time. He is getting extra because of the bonus he earned because he saved some time. Now, guys, I'll write effective earning under row 1. Quickly tell me what is the formula for effective earning under row 1. Fast answer is expected from all of you. Tell me, sir, how to calculate that effective earning under row 1? Total earning divided by hours work. So quickly tell me what is the formula for row 1 plan. Hours work multiplied by rate per hour plus time saved upon time allowed into bracket hours work multiplied by rate per hour. Entire formula will be divided by hours work and you have been given effective earning is equal to 37.5. My dear mathematical champion student, now you can decide hours work will get cancelled. In both sides there is a hours work, so hours work and denominator hours work, it will get cancelled if you take hours work as a common thing. Now rate per hour, sir, please tell me rate per hour, should I write there 30 rupees or should I write there 37.5? Sirji, basic wage rate, what you'll have to write there? Basic wage rate is rupees 30. So you can check that 30 plus, we don't know time saved, but we know time allowed 4 hours. Multiplied by rate per hour basic 30 is equal to 37.5. Now shift that 30 to the right hand side. Immediately you can calculate, Sirji, time saved into 7.5. Sir, is it correct? 7.5. Please check on the calculator. 30 divided by 4. 30 divided by 4. Is it 7.5? Is equal to, Sirji, 37.5 minus 30. Is it 7.5? Therefore, time saved is equal to, is it 1 hour? Time saved per hour is 1. Now quickly tell me, if time saved is 1, then time taken, fast answer, you'll have to tell me, sir. What will be the time taken? Why 3? Allowed is 4. Time saved is 1. 4 minus 1. Your answer comes to 3. Is it correct, every one of you? So time taken will be 3. Now what we need to calculate? We need to calculate effective hourly rate and total earning if he applied Halsey premium plan. Now tell me total wages under Halsey premium plan. I'll write the formula for you. Hours work multiplied by rate per hour plus 50% of time saved multiplied by rate per hour. Yes, sir. Now quickly tell me, guys, hours work will be 3 hours. Basic wage rate per hour is 30 plus 50% of time saved will be 1 hour. Rate per hour is 30. Now fast answer, quick answer, Sirji. How much will be the total wages under Halsey premium plan? Anyone got that, Sirji? Is it a 105? And effective earning under Halsey, effective earning under Halsey is equal to total earning 105 divided by hours work 3 hours Boys and girls, whether your answer comes to 35, is it correct, guys? So remember, Sarji, this question at least 3 to 4 times this similar question asked in examination. They will give effective earning under row 1. So follow that effective earning formula. Hours will get cancelled and you will get then time saved. Once you get time saved, immediately you can calculate time taken and then I'll say total earning, effective earning you can calculate. So this was very important question. Next, let's go to the second question. Let's go to the second question, guys. And the second question is also very important question. So many time in examination, same to same question without change in figure repeated. Two worker A and B produce the same product using same material. So the two worker produce the same product with same material. Next one, A is paid bonus according to the Rowan scheme. B is paid bonus according to the Halsey scheme. Time allowed to make the product is 50 hours. Okay, time allowed is 50. A took 30 hours. So how much hours will be saved by A? First answer, sir. The time allowed is 50 hours and A completed that job in 30 hours. So how much will be time saved by A? Is it 20 hours? B has taken 40 hours. B has taken 40 hours. How much will be the time saved by B? Is it 10 hours, sir? Next one. Factory overhead rate is 5 rupees per hour actually work. So factory overhead will be 5 rupees per hour. So 5 multiplied by 30, 5 multiplied by 40. Next one. Factory cost, double underline. Factory cost of the product manufactured by A is 3490. Factory cost they are talking about. And B is 3600. Now you'll have to remember cost sheet. How to calculate the factory cost? Quickly tell me, sir. Direct material, direct labor, direct expenses, prime cost. Add factory overhead is equal to factory cost. In this question, direct expenses is not given. In this question, there is nothing given about the direct expenses. So, Sarji, directly, direct material plus direct labor prime cost, add factory overhead is equal to factory cost. Now, I will assume in this question, material cost used by A as a X, material cost used by Y also X. Because in a question it is given that both the worker produces the same product with the same material. Same material is required by both of them. So I will assume that material cost is X. And sir, you can check that their basic wage rate is also same. I will highlight there. Yes, Sirji. Basic wage rate will be same. Check, Sirji. Their normal wage rate is also same. I have highlighted with yellow pen. So their basic wage rate is also same. I will assume X, A and B will get Y rupees per hour. So material as a X and labor will be Y. Now, Sirji, let's work out that table. Direct material, direct labor, prime cost, add factory overhead is equal to factory cost. Because in a question, 3490 and 3600 factory cost is given to you. Material, sir, start. As I told you, material is X, same amount of material is required by both of them. Labor cost, please check A is paid according to Halsey or A is paid according to Rowan. A is paid according to the Rowan and B is paid according to Halsey. Correct, Prabhu? Now I will write for you formula for Halsey. Yes, Sirji. Hours work, first Rowan, hours work multiplied by rate per hour plus time saved upon time allowed into hours work multiplied by rate per hour. Quickly tell me, A has taken how much hours? Check, Sirji. A has taken how much hours, Sirji? A has taken 30 hours, Prabhu. Their basic wage rate is same, but we don't know the basic wage rate. We have assumed basic wage rate as a Y. Correct, sir? Plus time saved. You told me A saved 20 hours out of 50 hours multiplied by hours work 30 multiplied by rate per hour will be Y. Now calculate, sir, yourself quickly tell me. I think so answer comes to 42Y. 30Y plus 20 upon 15 to 30. Yes, sir ji. 42Y. B is paid according to the Halsey. I'll write the formula for Halsey. Hours work multiplied by rate per hour plus 50% of time saved multiplied by rate per hour. Now you can check that hours work. Sirji, why B has taken how many hours? I think so 40 hours took by B. Multiplied by rate per hour is Y. Plus 50% of time saved is 10 hours. Rate per hour is Y. Sir, your answer comes to 45Y. Correct? Direct material plus direct labor is equal to prime cost. Prabhu, your prime cost come to X plus 42Y. and there x plus 45y. In that prime cost, you'll have to add factory overhead. In a question, factory overhead rate is given. Sir, how much is your factory overhead rate? Factory overhead rate is 5 rupees per hour. So, Saji, 5 rupees per hour. So, 5 multiplied by hours work by A, 30 hours. And second, 5 multiplied by hours work by B is a 40 hours. Sarji, how much will be the answer? Is it 150 rupees in case of A and 200 in case of B? Now prime cost plus factory overhead is equal to total factory cost. Your total factory cost comes to x plus 42y plus 150, and in the second column it will be x plus 45y plus 200 will be your factory cost. But factory cost is already given in the question. Check, Sarji, how much is the factory cost given? Is it 3490? So in the first column I'll write 3490, and in the second column factory cost is given there 3600. So in the second column I'll write there 3600. Perfect, Sarji? Yes or no? Now compare the factory cost. What will be your first equation? Sarji, what will be your first equation? First equation will be x plus 42y is equal to, sir, you are equating these two. So 3490 minus 150. Can you please tell me how much it will be? Is it 3340? This will be your equation number 1. Then equate these two factory costs. So the second equation will be x plus 45y is equal to 3600 minus 200. Is it 3400? This will be your equation number 2. Minus minus minus. X get cancelled. In the left hand side, minus 3y will remain is equal to minus 60. Therefore, y is equal to 20. Y is wage rate per hour comes to 20 rupees. Substitute y value in any one of the equation and you will get the x ka value. So x plus 42y, 42y means 42 into 20 is equal to 3340. So x is equal to 42 into 20, 840. 3340 minus 840, your answer comes to 2500. Yes, sir. So this is how you are going to solve the question of the factory cost. So remember this part. And then you need to calculate a statement showing the factory cost. Question one more asked there, you can check. Prepare a statement comparing the factory cost of the product made by the two workers. So direct material already you know 2500, 2500. Labor cost here was 42y, 42 into 20. It comes to 840. Second column, labor cost was 45y. 45 multiplied by 20, your answer comes to 900. Material plus labor is equal to prime cost. Is it 3340 in a first column? 3400 in the second column. Add overheads. Already we know 150 and 200 is your overhead. So your total cost comes to, yes, 3340 plus 150. Is it 3490 which was given in a question? In the second column it comes to 3600. Yes, sir. Correct, everyone? Online student, kindly reply. So these two important questions which we had solved, I will give you some extra questions as well. Now what extra question they can ask similar to this equation type question? They will give you, there are two workers, worker A and worker B. Wage rate per hour is same, overhead rate they will give, and next line they will give conversion cost. Conversion cost of A they will give, conversion cost of B they will give. Suppose 2500 is the conversion cost, 2800 will be the conversion cost. And then you will have to calculate the wage rate per hour of A and B. And they will give A is paid according to the row 1 and B will pay according to Halsey. So A will pay according to row 1, B will pay according to the Halsey. They will give time allowed, they will give time taken, they will give, and you need to calculate the basic wage rate. So remember guys, boys and girls, here conversion cost is given. So conversion cost is equal to labor cost plus overhead cost is equal to conversion cost. Remember, sir, what equation you'll have to prepare? Labor cost plus overhead cost is equal to conversion cost. So in case of A, what you will do, Sirji? In case of A, in case of B, what you will do? A is paid according to the row 1. So you will do nothing, Sirji. Hours work multiplied by rate per hour plus time saved upon time allowed into bracket hours work multiplied by rate per hour. You will assume rate per hour as a Y or X because rate per hour is not known, and B is paid according to the Halsey. So we will write the Halseka formula: hours work multiplied by rate per hour plus 50% of time saved multiplied by rate per hour. So rate is not known to you, so you'll assume X, then add overhead. Overhead is very simple. Rate will be given of the overhead like 5 rupees per hour in a previous question, 10 rupees per hour, 20 rupees per hour. You'll have to multiply it by actual hours worked. You'll get the overhead. So guys, labor cost plus overhead cost is equal to conversion cost. So conversion cost will always be given, suppose 2500 and 2800. Now you will compare this and easily you can get the value of X, that is wage rate per hour. So this also permutation combination possible. Next one. Guys, after this one more important point I want to clarify. In most of the question, time rate will be given, and with the help of time rate, you'll have to calculate piece rate. In most of the question, time rate will be given, and with the help of time rate, you'll have to calculate piece rate. Now, boys and girls, remember one important thing. There is a barter system. What is a barter system? I told you in a class there is a barter system. You are paying worker wages per hour, and that worker is giving some units to you. So you'll have to check that how much you paid to that worker and how many units produced by that worker and given to you. So this is a barter system. Remember to calculate piece rate from the time rate. Let's check one question, guys. Wage rate per hour is 3.75. So employer is paying employee 3.75 rupees per hour. Normal time required per unit is 24 minutes. So for 1 hour, you are getting wages of 3.75. Now you will have to calculate in 1 hour how many units produced by you. Sarji, please check, Sarji. 60 minutes are there in 1 hour. 60 divided by, Sarji, units produced. 60 divided by 24 minutes. Is it 2.5 units will be produced by you in that 1 hour? I will repeat. First unit in 24 minutes. 48 minutes, second unit. And third unit will not be get completed because it required 24 more minutes. So, Sarji, simple. How many units you will produce in an hour? So, 60 divided by 24, 2.5 units you will produce in 1 hour. Now, simple. 3.75 rupees is paid and worker handed over to you 2.5 units. So, for 1 unit, how much will be the rate? Yes, Sarji. For 1 unit, how much will be the rate? So, cross multiplication. 1 multiplied by 3.75 divided by 2.5. Sarji, what is your answer? Is it 1.5? So online student Hunes given the answer 1.5. Is it correct, guys? Everyone please check that. Right? Immediately we'll go to the second scenario. Time required per unit is 12 minutes. Time required per unit is 12 minutes. Wage rate is 4 rupees per hour. So if worker work for 1 hour, you pay to the worker 4 rupees. Now you decide in that 1 hour how many completed units will be given by that worker to the employer. So it is very simple, Sarji. 60 minutes are available. 1 unit required 12 minutes. So in that 1 hour, how many units will be produced, Sarji? Is it 5 units will be produced, sir, correct? So for 5 units, you are getting wages of rupees 4. So for 1 unit, how much you will get, Sarji? So cross multiplication, 1 multiplied by 4 divided by 5, whether your answer comes to 0.80. Yes or no? Immediately let's go to the C question. Time rate is 50 rupees per hour. Be careful, Sarji. Standard output is 4 units per hour. Time rate is 50 rupees per hour. Standard output is 4 units per hour. Now you check, Sarji, direct information is given. You are paying to the worker 50 rupees and that worker is giving back to you 4 units. Yes or no? Directly given, sir. No need to calculate. In 1 hour, worker produced 4 units. So you paid 50 for 4 units. Now quickly tell me, What will be the piece rate? Is it 12.5, Sarji? Please check. Is it correct? Yes, sir. 12.5 is correct answer. Yes, boss. Next one. I'll give you one more question to solve. Everyone, please try this. Sarji, time required, time required per unit is 4 hours. Time required per unit is 4 hours. Time rate is rupees 20. Calculate piece rate. I have changed the question, guys. I have changed the question. Now you'll have to give me answer. I have changed this question. Yes. What will be your piece rate? Kindly tell me. Any answer, guys? 80 rupees. Are you sure 80 rupees? Answer is absolutely correct, 80 rupees. Very good. How 80? Now, Sarji, when worker will give you 1 unit? When worker will give you one complete unit? After how many hours, Sarji? Means once he give you 1 unit, you'll have to pay for how many hours? Is it 4 hours you'll have to pay? So, Sarji, very simple. 4 hours multiplied by 20, your answer will be 80 rupees. Correct, guys? Now, please tell me in the same question, Sarji, 2 hours required per unit. 2 hours is required per unit, sir. Now, what will be your piece rate? Now, Sarji, 1 unit required 2 hours. So, worker will complete and will hand over 1 unit. But till the time 2 hours will be over, you'll have to pay for the 2 hours. So, 2 hours multiplied by 20, whether your answer comes to 40 rupees per unit, sir. Yes or no? Okay. And last question to you. Everyone will have to answer. Last question to you. Sarji, 10 minutes is required to produce 1 unit. 10 minutes is required to produce 1 unit and time rate is time rate is 300 rupees. Time rate is 300 rupees. You'll have to tell me what will be yes, Sarji, your piece rate. What will be your piece rate? Sir, question I have changed. 10 minutes is required to produce 1 unit and your time rate is 300 rupees. So how much will be the piece rate? Any answer, Prabhu? 50 rupees. Are you sure 50 rupees? Everyone got this 50 rupees? How? Yes, sir. Online students, so many students are giving answer 50 rupees. Yes, 50. Now how 50 rupees? Yes, sir. Very simple. 10 minutes is required for 1 unit, correct? So boys and girls, you'll have to check in 60 minutes how many units will be completed by that worker. Is it 10 minutes required? So first 10 minute first unit, 20 minutes second unit, 30 minutes third unit, 40 minute 4 unit, 50 minute 5 units, 60 minutes 6 units. So you are paying to the worker 300 rupees and that worker is giving back to you 6 units. So for 1 unit, how much will be the piece rate? So 1 multiplied by 300 divided by 6. Please tell me what will be your piece rate. Is it 50 rupees, guys? Yes or no? Such 2 hours is required. 2 hours is required to produce 5 units. Tricky question I am going to give you. 2 hours required for 5 units and time rate is 40 rupees. Calculate piece rate. Time rate is 40 rupees. Then immediately calculate a piece rate. Sir, I have given you some tricky example. 2 hours required 5 units. Sorry, in 5 units required 2 hours. And rate per hour is 40. Can you please tell me what will be the piece rate? Yes, Aji. What will be the piece rate? Is it 16 rupees? Absolutely correct. Very nice, sir. Very clever. Why 60 rupees? How you have calculated that? Let's see. 2 hours. How much will be the payment of that 2 hours? Saji 40 multiplied by 2. Is it 80 rupees will be the payment? So for 2 hours, worker will provide you 5 units. Correct, hai, Prabhu? So what will be the rate per unit? Cross multiplication will be required. 1 multiplied by 80 divided by 5 is 16 rupees will be your piece rate. Correct, hai, Prabhu? Got it, guys? So all permutation combinations are over. Next one. Let's go to the next important part, that is labor turnover. Guys, labor turnover you'll have to calculate with the help of 3 formulas. Labor turnover will be calculated with the help of 3 formula. First one will be separation method. Second one will be replacement method. And next one will be flux method. Yes, sir. Separation method, replacement method, flux method. We'll first discuss the formulas. If in a question, new recruitment for expansion not given. What they have not given, Sirji? New recruitment for expansion not given. So separation formula, if you remember, what will be the separation formula, sir? Please tell me quickly. Number of worker separated divided by average number of worker multiplied by 100. So second, replacement. Formula will be number of worker replaced divided by average number of worker multiplied by 100. Perfect, guys? Flux method is just an addition of the above two method. Under flux method, your formula will be number of workers separated plus number of worker replaced divided by average number of worker multiplied by 100. But if in a question, Prabhu, new recruitment for expansion is given. If in a question, new recruitment for expansion is given. In such a situation, separation formula will remain as it is. Separation formula will remain as it is, no change. Number of workers separated divided by average number of workers into 100. Replacement formula will remain as it is. Number of workers replaced divided by average number of workers multiplied by 100. And most important point you will have to remember, Sirji. Most important point you will have to remember. Note down this important point. Already we have written that. And that important point is, Sirji, replacement will not cover new recruitment for expansion. What I told you, sir, remember this important line. Replacement will not include new recruitment for expansion. Already vacancy should be there, and if you refill that vacancy, it is called as a replacement. New recruitment will not be covered over there. Now let's discuss flux method. Now you'll have to change the flux method. If there is a new recruitment for expansion given, number of workers separated plus number of workers replaced plus new recruitment for expansion divided by average number of workers. One more thing you'll have to remember, Sarji, number of workers replaced plus new recruitment for expansion, this total is called as a accession. This total is called as accession, if you remember, guys. Yes or no? Next one. How to calculate average number of workers? Fast answer, Sirji. How you will calculate that average number of worker? Sirji, average number of worker, very simple formula. Opening worker plus closing worker divided by 2. Correct? Hai? Next, most important concept here, that is how to calculate closing number of worker. There are two questions where we have calculated either opening worker or we have calculated closing number of workers. So most important concept is the closing number of workers. Closing worker is equal to opening worker. Now you decide, sir. You tell me. Opening worker is given. Separation worker given. Replacement worker given. New recruitment for expansion given. How to calculate closing number of worker? Start, sir. Opening worker. I told you, sir, opening worker given, separation. What you will do about the separation? Separation means worker left and discharge. Remember these two words, worker left and discharge will be covered in a separation. So what you will do, Sirji? Separation will be added in opening stock or it will be deducted, Sirji? So separation worker will be deducted. Add. Number of worker replaced will be added. Add new recruitment for expansion will also be added. Now it will be your closing number of workers. Most important point, boys and girls, everyone please concentrate. Suppose your answer separation given in a question 5%, replacement given 3%, and flux given 8%. Remember one thing, 5% plus 3% is equal to 8%, is equal to that flux percentage 8. Then if this situation is given, then there is no new recruitment for expansion. Then there is no new recruitment for expansion. Sir, what I told you, if separation is 5%, replacement is 3%, 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. If 8 is equal to 8, then there is no new recruitment for expansion. You'll have to remember. But if, let's see then another scenario. Sir, the number of worker separated 5%, number of worker replaced is 3%. But Sirji, under flux method, it is given in a question, percentage is 10%. Now you can check that 5 plus 3 is equal to 8, 8 not equal to 10, means in this question there will be new recruitment for expansion. Correct, guys? You'll have to remember this. Next very important point, everyone will concentrate, Sirji. Suppose separation method given 4%, replacement method given 3%, and flux method given suppose 10%. And this labor turnover is given quarterly. Labor turnover is given quarterly. Yes, Sirji. Labor turnover is given quarterly, and recently to examination they have asked one question, what will be the equivalent annual labor turnover? What will be the equivalent annual turnover? Sir, the data will be given for the quarter. Data will be given suppose for the month. Now you'll have to calculate annual labor turnover. In such a situation, what you will do, you'll have to just do simple thing. 4 multiplied by 4, 3 multiplied by 4, and 10 multiplied by 4. So equivalent annual labor turnover will be 16%, 12%, and 40%. What I have done, Saji? What is this 4? In a year there are 4 quarters. So if per quarter 4, so annual will be 16%. If per quarter 3, annual will be 12%. If per quarter 10, annual will be 40%. Is it clear to every one of you? Sir, one question we have solved which was asked in January 21 attempt. It is given company started on 31st January and closing number given on 31st March. And you need to calculate annual labor turnover, Sirji. But company started on 31st Jan and account close on 31st March. Now you'll have to tell me how many number of days here. Yes, Sirji. How many number of days here? Sir, January, is it one day? 31st January means one day, yes or no? February, is it 28 days? And March will be 31 days. So 1 plus 28, 29 plus 31. Is it 60 days? If in such a situation, you have to calculate annual turnover. So you will do simply like this. 4 multiplied by 365 divided by 60. Next one. 3 multiplied by 365 days divided by 60. 10 multiplied by 365 days divided by 60. Correct, guys? Whatever the answer will be. Whatever the answer will be. Sir, some student in the examination pressure, they will write everything correct, but what they will do, sir, I have seen some paper where student did this mistake. Sir, some student will take 4% into 4, 3% into 4, I'm talking this, and 10% into 4. So they will take 1.6%, 1.2%, and 4%. So boss, here don't multiply with a percentage. 4 multiplied by 4, it will be 16%. 3 multiplied by 4, it will be 12%. 10 multiplied by 4, it will be 40%. Are you getting, Sarji? Don't multiply with a percentage, guys. Yes or no? Some student will take wrongly percentage. Ignore percentage. Sir, suppose 4, 3, 10 given monthly. Then what will be the equivalent annual labor turnover? Sir ji, 4 multiplied by 12. 3 multiplied by 12 and 10 multiplied by 12. Is it correct, guys? So remember, guys, this annual labor turnover. Everyone please concentrate here. Sir ji, Tarak Mehta ka ulta chashma. It means that labor turnover by separation method is 4%. Labor turnover by replacement method given in a question 3%. Labor turnover by flux method given in a question 10%. And in that question it is given that number of worker replaced are 30. Number of worker replaced are how much, Sirji? 30. Now, Sirji, you need to calculate. Sirji, first question, you need to calculate how many worker left and discharge, and you need to calculate how much will be the accession, how much will be the total accession. So already percentage are given. That's why I told you Tarak Mehta ka ulta chashma, reverse working question. So separation percentage given, replacement percentage given, flux percentage given, and number of worker replaced 30 workers given. So out of these three formula, which formula you are going to use, guys? I have given one hint at the time of the lecture, and that hint was, sir, whatever number of means if separation worker given, apply separation formula. If number of worker replaced given, then apply replacement formula. So check in the question, if replacement is given, apply replacement formula. If separation number of worker given, apply that separation formula. So here we will apply that replacement formula. Number of worker replaced divided by average number of worker is equal to 0.03. Number of worker replaced is 30 divided by average number of worker is equal to 0.03. Kindly tell me how much you will get the average number of workers, sir. 30 divided by 0.3. Is it 1000? Now, how to calculate accession? Can you please tell me which formula I will use to calculate that accession? Is it, Sarji, I am going to use that flux method? Number of workers separated plus number of worker replaced. Okay. Now, how to calculate? Wait. How to calculate number of worker separated? Sarji, left and discharge is pending. Huh? How to calculate number of worker separated? That is separation formula you will have to apply. So separation formula, then you apply number of workers separated. Number of workers separated divided by average number of worker is equal to 0.04. So number of workers separated divided by average number of workers. Prabhu, your average number of workers you calculated 1000 is equal to 0.04. So Sarji, number of workers separated comes to, is it 40 workers separated? Now apply flux ka formula. Flux formula you will have to apply number of workers separated plus number of worker replaced plus new recruitment for expansion. Please tell me, new recruitment for expansion will be there or new recruitment for expansion will not be there? What do you think, Sarji? 4 plus 3 is equal to 7%. 7 not equal to 10%. Please tell me, new recruitment will be there or new recruitment will not be there? New recruitment will be there. Yes or no? Yes, Sarji. So divided by average number of workers is equal to 0.10. Number of workers separated. Please tell me, sir, how many workers separated? We have calculated 40. Next one. Number of worker replaced. Replacement was given in a question 30. New recruitment we didn't know. Divided by average number of worker will be 1000 is equal to 0.10. So, Sarji, please tell me how much will be the new recruitment for expansion? Is it 30 worker will be the new recruitment for expansion? But remember carefully what they have asked. They have asked accession. Sir, I told you what is the formula for accession. Prabhu, accession is equal to number of worker replaced plus new recruitment for expansions. Prabhu, replacement is 30. New recruitment for expansion also 30. Is it 60, Prabhu? Correct na, sir? 60. So this will be the question. Okay. Now, we'll solve question on this labor turnover. Yes, sir. The accountant of Y Limited has computed employee turnover rate for the quarter ended 31st March. I will underline, Saji, quarter ended 31st March as 10%, 5%, 3% respectively under flux method, replacement method, separation method respectively. I am expecting very quick answer from all of you, also from online student. Saji, please check this and tell me. I have underlined something. I have circled something. New recruitment for expansion will be there, or new recruitment for expansion will not be there. Yes, Saji. New recruitment for expansion will be there. Why? 5 plus 3 comes to 8. 8 is not equal to 10. So new recruitment for expansion will be there. Next one. Now number of worker replaced given in a question, 30 worker are replaced. Find out how many worker recruited and joined, how many worker left and discharged, and equivalent employee turnover rate for the year. So this data is given quarterly. You'll have to calculate annual rate. Now quick answer is expected from all of you. Quick answer is expected from all of you. Which formula will be applicable first? Whether separation formula to be applied first, replacement will be applied first, or flux method will be applied first. What I told you, check in the question which workers are given. So number of worker replaced given or number of workers separated given, replaced given. So you'll have to apply the replacement formula. So replacement method, and percentage of that replacement method is 0.05. So number of worker replaced, Prabhu, 30 workers are replaced divided by average number of worker is equal to 0.05. Therefore, please tell me how much will be the average number of workers? 600. Is it 600, guys? So immediately apply separation method now. Immediately, average we have got 600. Immediately apply the separation method, sir. You will have to first apply separation method. Number of worker separated divided by average number of worker is equal to separation percentage given in a question, it is 3%, guys, 0.03. So number of workers separated divided by average worker 600, you told me, correct, sir? 600 is equal to 0.03. So how many workers are separated by you? Is it 18 workers separated, Prabhu? Now apply, Saji, this will be your third calculation, apply flux method. Number of workers separated worker are 18. Okay. Then number of worker that replace are 30. New recruitment we don't know. Divided by average number of workers 600 is equal to turnover ratio under flux method given 0.10. Please tell me, Sarji, new recruitment for expansion will be 60 minus 18 minus 30. Is it 12 worker new recruited? Then accession, total new worker recruited and joined. Accession will equal to, guys, boys and girls, very simple, 30 plus 12. What is the 13? What is 12? Tell me quickly, sir. What is 30? What is 30, Prabhu? Replacement. And what is 12? New recruitment. So total new joinee will be 42. How to calculate equivalent employee turnover rate? Sir, data is given for, sir, check. Data is given for the year or data is given for the month? Sir, the data is given directly for the quarter. So what you will do, sir? Directly 10 into 4. Don't multiply 10% into 4. 10 into 4, 40%. 5 into 4, 20%. 3 into 4, is it 12%? Is it clear to every one of you? Now please tell me, we are going to solve most difficult question of that employee turnover now. You quickly tell me, what is the loss of employee turnover? Yes, Sirji. Tell me quickly. Guys who joined online, no other comment, please. No other comment, only related to the answer, please comment. So please, don't use any other words there. Okay. Some student is writing naughty Unes. Okay. Sir's favorite student Unes. So much comment there. So please, strictly it is related with the studies. Only that answer please give. Mangalore batch student, please. Sirji, we were discussing what is the loss because of that labor turnover. First one, what will be the loss of labor turnover, Sirji? Because of the labor turnover, old worker left, old worker removed from the job. Point number one, settlement cost will be incurred by the company. Point number two, Sirji, recruitment cost for the new employee, selection cost of the new employee, plus Sirji, training cost of the new employee, plus Sirji, that new employee will produce some defective units, some less quality units, time they will take more. So Sirji, that rectification cost of defective will also be incurred. If you delay in filing of the vacancies, suppose 1 lakh hours lost due to delay in filing of the vacancies. So if vacancy you have done delay in filing of the vacancy, then also contribution will be lost. So you'll have to consider settlement cost, you'll have to consider recruitment cost, selection cost, you'll have to consider training cost, new worker, if any defective unit produced, then defective rectification cost will be incurred. Then if any time wasted in filing up the vacancy, any time wasted during the training, in that period, hours will be lost, Sirji. So your production will be lost, your sale will be lost, your contribution will be lost. So all these points you'll have to consider. Now we are going to solve one very important question, must revise before examination, and that question will be fourth one. Management of the company are worried about their increasing labor turnover in the factory, and before analyzing the causes and taking remedial steps, they want to have an idea of the profit forgone as a result of labor turnover last year. How much loss to the company because of that labor turnover we'll have to calculate. Last year sales amounting to 83 lakh 3,300. Last year sale is 83 lakh 3,300. Profit volume ratio is 20%. PV ratio, you know, gross profit is 20%. Total number of actual hours worked by the direct labor force were 4.45 lakhs. Hours worked last year 4.45 lakhs. As a result of the delay by the personnel department in filing up the vacancies due to labor turnover, 1 lakh potential productive hours were lost. Now please tell me what happened, sir. What is that 1 lakh hours? Read. Concentrate. Sirji, vacancies are created. So to refill that vacancy, delay has been done. And 1 lakh potential productive hours loss. So production was possible in that 1 lakh hours, but not, you have not produced because delay in filing up the vacancies. So Sirji, that 1 lakh hour wastage, production will get reduced, sale will get reduced, profit will get reduced. We'll have to calculate that profit forgone. Next one, actual direct labor hours include 30,000 hours attributable to the training of the new recruit. So how much hours given in a question? If you can check, 4.45 lakhs is your total hours given in a question. Total hours include 30,000 as a training hours. In that training hours, Sirji, 50% time are unproductive. Now please tell me, in 30,000 hours, how much is a good time? That is a productive time. How much will be the unproductive time? Please answer, sir. 50% productive, 50% unproductive. So productive time will be 15,000 hours. Unproductive time will be 15,000 hours. Yes or no? Kindly tell me, in a last year, how much will be total productive hours? Aram se tell me, sir. Total productive hours work last year, sir, total 4,45,000 hours work. Yes or no? It includes training hours. But in training hours, some time is productive and some time is unproductive. So please tell me, how much total hours wastage last year? Is it 15,000 hour wastage? So Sirji, productive hours will be only 4,30,000. Are you getting the point, guys? Because 30,000 is included in 4.45 lakhs. They have given 30,000 is included in 4.45, but 30,000 all hours are not unproductive, only 50% unproductive, remaining 50% you did the production. So 15,000 is a lost hour during the training period. Boys and girls, how much total hours lost? Total hours lost will be 1 lakh plus 15,000. Explain what is that 1 lakh and explain what is that 15,000. Yes, sir. Sir, what is that 1 lakh and what is that 15,000? Total 1 lakh 15,000 hours lost, 1 lakh 15,000 hours wastage in the last year. What is that 1 lakh? Delay in filing up the vacancies. That's why production not possible in that 1 lakh hour. And what is this 15,000 hours, sir? Unproductive time during the training period. So total 1 lakh 15,000 hours lost, sir. Next one. Falling cost is incurred in a consequence of the labor turnover. First cost, settlement cost, selection cost, recruitment cost, and training cost. Settlement cost, selection cost, recruitment cost, training cost. I already told you that these costs will be incurred in addition. Assume potential production loss due to labor turnover could have been sold at the prevailing prices. Find the profit forgone last year on account of labor turnover. Find the profit forgone last year on account of the labor turnover. Everyone please concentrate, sir. Sirji, how much actual hours worked in a last year? Is it 4,45,000 hours, sir? In that unproductive training time also included 30,000 multiplied by 50%. Is it 15,000? So actual productive hours will be 4,30,000. Yes or no? Arey haya na. Now guys, total hours lost, total productive hours lost. Sirji, loss of training period. Sorry. First one will be the delay. Delay 1 lakh. Unproductive will be 15,000. Now, Sirji, total 1 lakh 15,000 hours is lost. Correct? Now, Sirji, how much is the sale you did last year? It is given in a question. How much sale you did, Sirji? Is it 83 lakh 3,300? So, boys and girls, 83 lakh 3,300 was your sales of 4 lakh 30,000 hours. Are you agree with this? You did a production in 4 lakh 30,000 hours. How many hours lost by you, Sirji? 1 lakh 15,000 hours lost by you. So this much sales is lost due to labor turnover multiplied by PV ratio. Sir, how much is the PV ratio given in a question? You can check that, sir. Somewhere it is given 20% is your PV ratio. Now please tell me what will be the contribution loss, Sirji? 83 lakh 3,300 divided by 4 lakh 30,000 multiplied by 1 lakh 15,000 multiplied by 0.20. Sir, is it 4 lakh 44,130 rupees contribution lost? Sir, are you getting this? 83 lakh something was your sale. Actual number of units not given, but hours given, Sirji. Last year 4 lakh 30,000 hours you utilize actually productive hours. So multiplied by total hours lost 1 lakh 15,000. So contribution loss will be 444,130. Then all that settlement cost, selection cost, recruitment cost, training cost you'll have to tell. So take a total of all these costs plus 43,820 plus 26,740 plus 12,750 plus 30,490. Sir, what will be your answer? Total contribution loss will be 5,57,930. Correct? I don't know. Please check that. Yes, sir. Is it correct, everyone? One more important point I am going to discuss. Everyone will have to answer. Everyone will have to answer, sir. We have solved one more similar question with one more adjustment. Please, you'll have to tell me, guys. Guys, Sirji, training hours are 50,000 hours. Training hours are 50,000 hours. Next line, 10 hours is required. 10 hours is required per unit. During the training period, efficiency, during the training period, efficiency of the new worker was 60% only. Efficiency of the new worker is 60% only. Now please tell me how much number of unit less produced during the training period. Sir, very important point I have told you, sir. 50,000 is your total training hours. 10 hours is required to produce one unit, and effectively efficiency was 60% because the worker were new during the training period, only 60% efficiency. Now you tell me first, if ordinary worker is employed here, normal worker is employed here, normal ordinary worker, Sarji, normal worker will produce how many units, Sarji? First answer is expected from you. Normal worker, how many units he will produce? Sir, is it 50,000 divided by 10? Is it 5,000 units they will produce? Correct, guys? But that new worker produce only 60% of 5,000. Sir, 60% multiplied by 5,000. Please tell me how many units produced by that new worker, Sarji? Is it 3,000? So during the training period, please tell me how many units lost due to training period. Is it 2000 unit lost? Correct, guys? Next information, Sarji. 1 lakh, 1 lakh potential hours lost due to delay in filing of the vacancies. 1 lakh potential hours lost due to delay in filing of the vacancies. Now tell me, because of this delay, how much units less produced by you? Is it, Prabhu, 1 lakh divided by 10? Is it 10,000, Malik? Are haya na? So because of the labor turnover, how much is your less production? Saji, 2,000 during the training period and 10,000. What is 10,000, sir? Delay wala. So how many unit less produced by you? 2,000 plus 10,000. Is it 12,000 unit less produced by you? Are yes or no? My one more question to you. If the selling price of the product is 120 and PV ratio will be 20%, PV ratio will be 20%. Tell me how much contribution lost due to labor turnover, Sirji. Fast answer, sir. 12,000 units less produced multiplied by, is it 120 and multiplied by PV ratio of 20%? Yes, Sirji. 2,88,000. Are higher na? 12 square 144, 14 lakh 40,000 into 20%, 144 into 288. Yes, sir ji. 2,88,000. Correct, na, sir? I am doing orally. It may be wrong, sir ji. 2,88,000. Correct, guys? Yes or no? One more adjustment in that question. They will ask. Everyone, please concentrate. Sir, 20% production in training period is defective and rectification cost is incurred 75 rupees per unit. Now because of this labor turnover, training happens, and during the training defective also produce. Now tell me how much will be the rectification cost of that defective units? How much will be the rectification cost of that defective units? Yes, sir. Rectification cost of that defective unit. Fast answer is expected from all of you, sir. The rectification cost. Yes, sir. Anyone got that rectification cost? 40? How 45,000? Correct, sir. 45,000. I'll repeat this. 20% of the production during the training period are defective. How many unit produce, guys? How many unit produce in that training period is only 3,000. Correct, sir? All are defective or only 20% are defective? So 3,000 multiplied by 20%, 600 units are defective. And how much is the rectification cost incurred? Is it 75 rupees? 3,000 into 20% into 75. Whether your answer is 45,000? So sir, what you will take in this particular example, you will take first contribution loss, suppose 2,88,000, rectification cost 45,000, then whatever selection cost, then training cost, settlement cost, recruitment cost, whatever you take a total, it will be loss due to labor turnover. Is it clear to everyone? Very important question, Prabhu. Yes or no? So I have considered, I have taken everything, sir. All possible adjustment of labor turnover I have taken in this question. Next one. Sir ji, after this labor turnover, let's move ahead. Yes, sir ji. Let's move ahead with the next part. Last part, guys. Labor idle time and labor overtime. Most of the student faces difficulty in this labor idle time treatment and labor overtime treatment. First of all, we'll discuss the theory and immediately we'll solve the three important questions, Sarjit. Three important questions, toughest question we are going to solve here and topic will be over. Yes, Sarjit. Now first, we will discuss idle time and its treatment. What do you mean by idle time? Idle time means worker is present in the factory. Idle time means worker is present in a factory, but he is not working. You are paying to the worker, but he is not working. Labor cost is incurred, but production is not done. Now, what are the reason of the idle time? Idle time will have so many reasons. First category of the reason will be normal idle time, and second category will be abnormal idle time. Normal idle time will include lunch break, tea break, coffee break, refreshment break, fatigue break, time between two operation, time required from the factory gate to the production floor. Supervisor is giving some instruction. These are all normal idle time. But abnormal idle time, first one, material not available, means there is a stock out, abnormal idle time, machine breakdown, power failure, strike, lockdown. Sir, these are abnormal idle time. Now, normal idle time and abnormal idle time. Any loss because of the abnormal idle time, I told you, Sirji, if abnormal word is there, directly transfer everything to costing profit and loss account. Any loss due to abnormal idle time, directly transfer to costing profit and loss account. Correct, guys? Any loss because of abnormal idle time, transfer directly to costing P&L and normal idle time. Next part, normal idle time will be divided into two parts, direct worker and indirect worker. Normal idle time of the direct worker inflate the wage rate. What will have to do, Sirji? Inflate the wage rate. And abnormal idle time, already discussed, and indirect worker transfer to factory overhead. So please concentrate, sir. Normal idle time, abnormal idle time. What you will do about the abnormal idle time loss? Whatever amount loss due to abnormal idle time directly transferred to costing profit and loss account. Normal idle time, check worker whether he is a direct worker or he is an indirect worker. If he is a direct worker, then Sarji, inflate the wage rate. How? I'll give one example of that. Inflate the wage rate. And abnormal idle time, guys. Abnormal idle time, sorry. Normal completed, direct worker completed, then indirect worker transferred to overheads. So this will be the two treatment of normal and idle, abnormal. Now, boys and girls, I will take one example. How to inflate wage rate. Everybody please concentrate. Worker present in a factory for 8 hours. Worker present in a factory for 8 hours. Payment is 120 rupees per hour. Payment is 120 rupees per hour. And 2 hours is lost due to normal idle time. And this worker is a direct worker. And this worker is a direct worker. Now I'll have to calculate inflated rate of that worker. How to calculate inflated rate of worker? First calculate total payment. 8 hours multiplied by 120. Is it 9,600 or 960, Sarji? Are you sure 960? Sarji, concentrate. 960 divided by 8 minus 2. Normal idle time will be deducted from the total hours. Sarji, so 960 divided by 6 hours. Kindly tell me, what will be your effective rate per hour of that direct worker? Is it 160 rupees? What was your normal wage rate per hour? Is it 120, sir? And how much effectively you are getting? Is it 160? So don't you think so? Wage rate is inflated from 120 to 160. Yes or no? In the same situation, it is given in a question, worker work for 5 hours only. Worker work for 5 hours only. Yes, Saji. Worker work for 5 hours only. 1 hour extra lost due to machine breakdown. Saji, please tell me. Worker present in a factory for 8 hours, correct? And he is working for 5 hours. How much will be the total idle time? Is it 3 hours will be total idle time? Out of the total idle time, 2 hours is a normal idle time. Normal lunch break, tea break, coffee break, refreshment break, setup time and all that. So 1 hour will be lost due to abnormal reason, that is machine breakdown. Any abnormal idle time transferred to costing P&L. So 1 hour multiplied by 160, 160 rupees will be transferred to costing profit and loss account. Are you agree with this all? Yes or no? Next one. Yes, sir. Next part we are going to discuss. Everyone please concentrate. Yes, sir. Next point we are going to discuss employer's contribution and employees contribution. Yes, sir. Employer's contribution and employees contribution. Full focus here. Some basic part I will discuss. Guys, basic salary given in the question, suppose 1 lakh rupees. Dearness allowance is 50%, suppose 50,000 is your dearness allowance. Then employer's contribution to provident fund is equal to 10% of basic salary plus DA. Employer's contribution to state insurance is 5% of basic plus dearness allowance. Next one. Employees contribution to provident fund will be same 10%. Employees contribution to state insurance will be same 5%. Now question will be asked, calculate total labor cost. And second question will be asked, how much will be the earning of that worker? How much paisa, how much amount he is taking home? Two questions will be asked, remember. What will be the labor cost to the company? And second question will be asked, how much money earned by that worker right now? Now how to present this? Please concentrate, sir. First of all, you will write their basic wages. Basic wages will be your 1 lakh. Add a dearness allowance 50,000. Basic wages plus dearness allowance will be your total wages. 1,50,000 will be your total wages. In that 1,50,000, you'll have to add employer's contribution to provident fund. Employer's contribution to provident fund. It is 10%. 1,50,000 into 10%, guys. Is it 15,000? Plus you will have to add employer's contribution to state insurance. Employer's contribution to state insurance is a 5% of basic plus DA. It comes to 7,500. Correct, guys? Now total labor cost to the company. Total labor cost to the company will be 1,72,500. Correct me if I am wrong, sir. Is it correct? 172,500? Yes or no? So what is the thumb rule? If you are calculating labor cost to the company, total labor cost, total employee cost, in that situation, employer's contribution will be added into basic plus dearness allowance. Next, second question will be asked, what will be the earning of that worker? And if you want to calculate earning of that worker, please concentrate, Sarji. Very interesting. You will write their basic wages, he will receive 1 lakh. plus dearness allowance he will receive 50,000. Total basic plus dearness allowance will be 1,50,000 minus employees contribution to provident fund 15,000 minus employees contribution to state insurance 7,500. Now tell me how much will be the earnings of that worker at present? 1,27,500. Correct, sir? Now you tell me why this 15,000 and 7,500 is not added while calculating earnings of that worker. It is not given to the worker right now. It is deposited in PVF account in government bank account, Sirji. Insurance premium is not given to employer, Sirji, employee. Premium is paid to the insurance company. So this benefit is not available right now. In future, this benefit is available. So, Sirji, what is the difference between employer's contribution and employee's contribution? Employer's contribution will be added into the basic salary and dearness allowance, but employee's contribution will be deducted from basic and dearness allowance. Is it clear to everyone? If in this question overtime wages are given, then worker also worked overtime and overtime wages are 20,000. So while calculating earnings of that worker, you'll have to add overtime wages also, suppose 20,000. And here also you'll have to calculate overtime wages also. Here also you will consider 20,000. So in total labor cost also you will consider. And in earnings of the worker also, overtime wages you'll have to consider. Correct, guys? Tell me, what is the treatment of idle time? Idle time is divided into two parts. Which are the two parts of that idle time? First, Saji, normal idle time, abnormal idle time. Normal idle time, what you will do? Normal idle time divided into two parts. Direct worker, indirect worker. Direct worker, inflate the wage rate. Simple. Write total wages divided by total hours minus normal loss hours. Suppose normal loss hours are 2, 8 minus 2. Normal loss hour 1, 8 minus 1. So divided by that 7 hours or 6 hours. Automatically wage rate will get inflated. Normal idle time, indirect worker, transferred to overheads. Then abnormal idle time transferred to costing profit and loss account. This was your first part. So guys, boys and girls, let's solve one very interesting question on this idle time which was asked in examination. This question number 5 asked so many times. It is there similar question in your module also. Let's see question number 5. Following data have been extracted from the books of ABC Private Limited. Salary of each employee per month 30,000. So 30,000 per month. How much will be the total salary? Is it 3,60,000, Prabhu? Next one. Saji, salary done. Bonus 25% of the salary. Yes, Saji. So 25% of 3,60,000. Is it 90,000? Next one. Employer's contribution to PF. Sir, tell me, employer contribution will be added or will not be added? Will be added, Sirji. Employer's contribution to PF, 15% of the salary, huh, Sirji? 15% of the salary, Sirji. So 15% of 3,60,000. 15% of 3,60,000. Sir, tell me how much it will be, Sirji? 54,000. Okay, sir. Next one. Sirji, total cost of employee welfare activity 6,61,500 per annum. Sir, at the time of this question we solved in our batch, some student taken 6,61,500 for one employee. No, sir, this is a total cost of all employee divided by number of employees given in a question. 6,61,500 divided by 175 employee. Is it 3,780 plus per employee? Correct, guys? 3,780 per employee. Done, Sirji. Then, Sirji, total annual cost, I will take there 54,000 plus 90,000 plus 3,60,000. Is it 5,07,780? Correct, guys? Now check in the question, Sirji, leave permitted are 30. Leave permitted are 30. Now normal idle time is 70 hours. Abnormal idle time 50 hours. Working days per annum is 310 into 8 hours. Sir, how to calculate effective hours? Please concentrate. 310 number of working days, but worker will not be present for 310 days. Holiday is there. Leave permitted with pay is there. Please check how many days leave is permitted to you, Sirji. Is it a 30-day leave? So worker will be present in a factory for 280 days only. Correct, Sirji? So 280 days multiplied by 8 hours. This will be your gross hours. Per day you are working for 8 hours. So Sirji, 280 multiplied by 8 gross hours will be, is it 2240? Minus normal idle time is also given per worker, Saji. Normal idle time is given 70 hours per annum. Correct, Prabhu? How much will be the effective hours available per worker? If you deduct this 70, effective hours will be 2170. Perfect? Now 2170 divided by 2170. Please tell me what will be your earning per hour? Employee cost per hour, not earning. I have used the wrong word. Not earning. Employee cost per hour is 234. Yes, sir. Correct answer given by Shri Deepa, Vinutha, Ektha. Everyone given correct answer. So 234 is your correct answer. Now how you have calculated this? Yes, Saji. How you have calculated this? Sir, number of working days are 310. 30 days are deducted. Effectively, is it 280 days are only available? Now, Saji, 280 multiplied by 8 hours. Sarji, 22 something, Saji. How much? 2240. And normal idle time will be 70. So 2170 divided by effective hours, you will get rate per hour. Boss, how much is your abnormal idle time? Check, Sarji. Abnormal idle time is also given in a question. Is it 50 hours? Abnormal idle time will be transferred to costing profit and loss account. So, Sarji, simple hai. 50 hours multiplied by 234, amount transfer, effective rate per hour is 234. So 234 multiplied by 50, is it 11700 will be transferred to costing profit and loss account? Yes or no? Is it clear to every one of you? Perfect, Prabhu? So this was main important question. Next, let's go to the second last question. Before that, we will understand one very important concept, that is treatment of overtime and causes of overtime. So everybody please concentrate. What is the overtime? If you are working more than normal hours, that extra hours is called as a overtime hours. If you remember Factories Act, what Factories Act says, overtime rule, if you work more than 9 hours a day, it will be treated as overtime. Yes or no? More than 9 hours a day or more than 48 hours a week. Saji, 9 hours a day, if you are working, it will be treated as a overtime. Saji, more than 48 hours in a week, it will be treated as a overtime. They have not used word and, or they have used the word. So if per day you are working more than 9 hours, it will be overtime. Or per week you are working more than 48 hours, it will be treated as overtime. And Factories Act says, under overtime you will pay double the normal rate. Under overtime you will pay double the normal rate. If your normal rate is 500, during overtime you'll have to pay 1000 rupees. 500 will be normal, 500 will be premium. You'll have to pay total 1000 rupees. Now next one, Sirji. Let's see the treatment of overtime, which is most important part. Sirji, first, if overtime is undertaken at the request of the customer, overtime is undertaken at the request of the customer requesting for the overtime. So in such a situation, sir, whatever overtime premium, again I will repeat very important point. Saji, this treatment is regarding overtime premium. This treatment is regarding overtime premium. What do you mean by premium? over and above normal. As I told you, 500 is your normal wages, overtime wages will be 1000, correct? In 1000, normal wages will be 500 and premium will be 500. Prabhu, here treatment of premium it is given. So if overtime you are doing because of the request of the customer, or a customer is requesting please do overtime, in such a situation entire overtime will be recovered from that customer. Entire overtime premium will be recovered from that customer. Point number one over. Second, if overtime is done because of some abnormal reason, Sirji, natural calamity or whatever the reason, Sirji, if overtime is done because of the abnormal reason, premium will be transferred to. Are abnormal word use? You should answer quickly. It will be transferred to costing, profit and loss account. Third situation. If overtime is done because of the fault of another department, overtime is done because of the fault of the another department, whatever the premium paid, charged to that department who is in default. Correct, sir? Overtime is done normally to cater the one demand, or production is going, uh, means production is not as per the schedule. So to make the production on timely basis, sometimes you do the overtime. So, Sarji, casually overtime is done, then whatever the premium pay will be transferred to overhead. Where you will transfer this to overhead. And next point, sir, overtime is done because there is a persistence, shortage of the worker. Then you'll have to inflate the wage rate. Then you will have to inflate the wage rate. If consistent there is a shortage of the worker, then boss, you'll have to inflate the wage rate. So tell me five situation. Yes, Saji. Tell me five situation. Fast answer. Huh? Rapid fire, Saji. First situation I'll tell you, then you will give me answer. First situation is, if overtime is done at the request of the customer, premium will be transferred to, charged to that customer, recover from that customer first. Overtime is done because of the abnormal reason, premium will be transferred to costing, profit and loss account. Overtime is done because of the fault of another department, purchase department fault, sales department fault, charged to that department who is in default. Overtime is done normally to cater some demand, or casually you are doing to increase your production speed, transfer to overheads. And sir, continuously you are doing overtime because of there is a shortage of the worker, then you'll have to inflate the wage rate. So what is the rule of that overtime? Kindly tell me, sir, what is the rule of that overtime? First rule, per day if you are working above 9 hours, it will be treated as a overtime. And per week, if you are working more than 48 hours, it will be treated as overtime. And nothing given in a question, you'll have to pay double the normal rate. Now we are going to solve most important question of that overtime, which is asked literally 3-4 times in recent examination. And that question is this question number 6 we are going to solve. Yes, sir. In a factory, basic wage rate is rupees 100 per hour. Yes, sir. Basic wage rate is 100 per hour. So basically you pay 100 rupees per hour. Overtime rate is given as follows. If worker work before and after normal working hours, 175% of the basic wage rate you will have to pay. Sir, tell me, if worker is working before and after working hours, suppose your shift is morning 9 to evening 5, worker work before 9, worker work after 5 o'clock, before and after, you'll have to pay 175% of the basic wages. Sorji, 175 rupees you will pay. In that 175 rupees, 100 will be normal and 75 will be your premium. Correct, Prabhu? If worker is working on Sunday and holiday, in such a situation, 225% of the basic wages you'll have to pay. Yani 225 rupees, 225% of 100, 225 rupees you'll have to pay. 100 will be basic wages, 100 will be your normal wages, and 125 will be your premium. Correct, sir ji? Next situation. During the previous year, following hours were worked. During the previous year, following hours were worked. Normal time 1 lakh hours. You will have to tell me, sir, these 1 lakh hours will be multiplied by what, sir ji? Is it 100 rupees normal wage rate you will apply here? 1 lakh multiplied by 100. Is it 1 crore rupees, Prabhu? Overtime before and after working hours. Sir ji, 20,000 hours multiplied by, is it 175? Are higher na? 175 multiplied by 20,000. Is it 35 lakhs? Or 3 lakh 50,000? Please check that. Perfect, na 35 lakhs. Sir, overtime is done on Sunday and holiday. 5,000 will be multiplied by 225. So 225 multiplied by 5,000. Your answer comes to 11 lakh 25,000. Yes or no? Sir, tell me how much will be the total wages paid last year, guys? Is it 1 crore 46 lakhs 25,000? Correct me if I am wrong. 35, 46, 25. Correct, sir. Next one. Following hours have been worked on job number Z. Normal hours 1000. Overtime before and after working hours 100. Sunday and holiday 25. Total 1125 hours. Total 1125 hours. You are required to calculate labor cost chargeable to job number Z. Labor cost chargeable to job number Z and overhead in each of the following instances. Overtime is work regularly throughout the year as a policy due to the worker shortage. Tell me, sir. If there is a shortage of the worker, what treatment I told you, sir? Inflate the wage rate. Second one, where the overtime is worked irregularly to meet the requirement of the production. Sir, overtime is worked irregularly because of the requirement of the production. You will transfer premium to overhead. Correct, sir? Where overtime is worked at the request of the customer to expedite the job. Sir, customer is in hurry. Sir, is it charged to customer? I will take one more scenario, Prabhu. I will take one more scenario. Sir, overtime is due to abnormal situation. Overtime is due to abnormal situation, sir. Then premium will be transferred to costing P&L account. One more situation I am going to consider here. Sir, overtime is done because of the fault of the purchase manager. Purchase manager not getting available goods in time. So because of the fault of that purchase manager, we are doing overtime. Tell me, premium will be charged to. Is it a purchase department? Correct, sir? So boys and girls, first of all, we have calculated last year wages. Last year wages, as I told you, 1 crore rupees is your basic wage rate. 35 lakh is your wages before and after. And Sarji, 5,000 multiplied by 225, is it 11 lakh 25,000? Total wages, Sarji, total wages you told me 1 crore 46 lakh 25,000. Perfect, eh? Now, Sarji, first scenario it is given, boss, you have a permanent shortage of the worker. If permanent shortage of the worker is there, then use last year data and inflate the wage rate. So, Sarji, 1 crore 46 lakh 25,000 divided by how many total hours work in a last year? How many total hours work in a last year, Sarji? It is given in a question 1 lakh 25,000 hours. Correct? 1 lakh 25,000 hours. So, boys and girls, divide this by 1 lakh 25,000 hours. Quickly tell me, quickly tell me what will be the inflated wage rate, Sarji? Is it 117? Are high na? Remember, for calculation of inflated rate, last year data is useful. You will not calculate inflated wage rate for each job separately. Detailed discussion I did in the at the time of class. So remember, Sarji, if you want to inflate the wage rate, consider last year information. Now, next part. Sarji, second one. Overtime is work irregularly to meet the requirement of the production. What to do? Overtime is work irregularly to meet the production. Transfer premium to overhead. Correct, hai, sir? Now, guys, boys and girls. Sirji, this is job number Z. This is your job number Z. Tell me how much will be the normal wages. Tell me what will be the normal wages. 1125 into 100, sir. Are higher, na? 100 is the basic wage rate, na? Normal wage rate applicable to all hours. Is it, sir? How much it is? 1,12,500, Prabhu. Are higher, na? Now please calculate how much is the premium applicable in this job number Z. Sir, the premium, whether I am correct or wrong, tell me. 100 multiplied by 75, 100 multiplied by 75 plus 25 multiplied by 125. I am really confused, sir. No, don't calculate. First check whether I am wrong or right. What is 75? Before and after. Sir, what was given data, Saji? Before and after. Is it 175% of the basic wages? Means 175 you are going to get. In 175, 100 will be the normal, 75 will be the premium. So 75 multiplied by 100. Before and after, Sarji, that before and after, sorry, on Sunday and holiday, Sunday holiday 225. So 225. In that 225, 100 is the basic, 125 will be the premium. Now please tell me. Yes, Sarji. Sarji, please tell me what will be the answer, guys. Fast answer, Sarji. 100 multiplied by 75 and that 25 into 125. What will be the answer, guys? 10,625. 10,625. Okay. Now quick answer is expected from all of you. Quick answer is expected from all of you. Everyone please concentrate, guys. Fast. If overtime is done at the request of the customer, what about this premium? What about this premium, sir? 10,625. Where you will charge this premium to that customer? Means total amount chargeable to that customer will be 1,12,500 plus 10,625. How much it will be, sir? 1 lakh? 1 lakh? 23,125. Yes or no? Second question. Quickly answer. Sir, if overtime is done because of shortfall in production, what you will do, sir? How much amount will be chargeable to job number Z and how much amount will be transferred to overhead? Basic wages will be charged to job number Z. 1,12,500 will be chargeable to job number Z. Yes or no? And premium 10,625 will be transferred to overhead. Because of the purchase department, you have done the overtime. What you will do, Sirji? 1,12,500 basically charged to that customer through that job number Z and 10,625 will be charged to the purchase department. Yes or no? Because of abnormal reason, overtime is done. Because of the abnormal reason, overtime is done. Then what will happen, Sirji? 1,12,500 will be given to the job only. Normal cost will be given to job. Then 10,625 will be transferred to costing, profit and loss account. All situation I have covered. Each and every situation I have covered. Inflated, customer, transfer to overhead, transfer to P&L account, other department problem. Then remember, Sirji, always basic wages will be transferred to the job and whatever the premium will be given different treatment. Okay. Now last question of this lecture, which is very important question, most important question. Sirji, employer's contribution and employee's contribution. Let's quickly discuss this question and we'll stop this lecture. Calculate the earnings of Jay and Dev. Calculate the earning of Jay and Dev from the following particulars for a month and allocate the labor cost to each job X, Y and Z. Particular Jay and Dev. Basic wages 15,000, 30,000, dearness allowance 50%, 50% contribution to provident fund. On basic wages only. They have given on basic wages. Contribution to employee state insurance on basic wages. Overtime 20 hours done by Jay. Jay has done overtime of 20 hours. Normal working hours per month are 200. Overtime is paid at double the normal wages and dearness allowance. Please, overtime is paid double the normal wages and dearness allowance. Normal wages and dearness allowance. Employees' contribution to state insurance and provident fund are equal with the employer's contribution. Two worker employed on job number XYZ, percentage is given. Overtime was done on job number X. Sir, if overtime is done on job number X, what will be the treatment? If overtime is done on some specific job, then entire premium will be recovered from that job. Yes or no? Ordinary wage rate per hour of Jay and Dev, you will have to calculate. Ordinary wage rate of Jay and Dev. Allocate the worker cost to job number XYZ. And one more question, calculate earnings of that worker. What will calculate, sir? The earnings of the worker we will calculate. So first of all, calculate the ordinary wages. Everyone please concentrate, sir. How much is the basic wages? Remember this amount. How much is the basic wages? Is it 15,000, 30,000? So 15,000 and 30,000 is your basic wages. Check how much is the dearness allowance. Dearness allowance is 50%, 50%. Okay, this is per month data. This data is per month, na, sir. So tell me annual information, sir. 15,000 into 12, 1,80,000. Are yes or no? Next one. I'm sorry, monthly calculation is required, sir, because this data is given for the month. This data is given for the month. Monthly data is calculated. Don't worry, sir. So your answer will be 15,000 and 30,000. 15,000 and 30,000. DNS allowance will be 50%, that is 7,500 and 15,000. Yes, sir. You yourself will tell me how much will be the overtime wages. Read and tell me how much will be the overtime wages. Saji, worker Jay has done overtime. You'll have to tell me how much will be the overtime wages. I am waiting for your answer, sir. Yes, sir. I have calculated. Any answer for you? Overtime wages, sir. What they have given, overtime is paid double the normal wage rate and dearness allowance. Double the normal wage rate and dearness allowance. 3,000? Exact 3,000. Check everyone, sir. How you have calculated that? Basic wages 15,000. Plus DNS allowance, na, sir. DNS allowance is also there, na, Prabhu. Are Prabhu, DNS allowance, basic plus DNS allowance. So 15,000 plus 7,500, is it 22,500? Correct, guys? So 22,500 divided by 200. 22,500 is a cost for 200 hours. Is it 112.5? Double the normal rate into 2, 225 rupees, and multiplied by 20 hours. Is it 4,500 will be the total overtime wages? Yes or no? Yes, Ajit. Overtime wages, double the normal and basic wages and dearness allowance. Check, Sarji. 2 multiplied by basic wages are 15,000. Dearness allowance is 7,500. This is the cost for 200 hours multiplied by 20 hours. Please check whether our calculation 4,500 is correct or not. Everyone please check, Saji. Sir, 22,500 multiplied by 2 divided by 200 multiplied by 20. Yes, Saji. Is it 4,500 overtime wages? So here I'll write overtime wages also 4,500 and in the next column dash. Saji, check how much will be the total 15,000 plus 7,500 plus 4,500. Is it 27,000? 30,000 plus 15,000. Is it 45,000? Now, what about employer's contribution? What about employer's contribution? Employer contribution will be added and employees contribution will be deducted. So I have given one example also. If you want to calculate earnings of that worker, we are calculating here earnings of that worker, basic plus dearness allowance plus employees contribution deducted, and provident fund ESI will be deducted, and overtime will be added. Yes or no? So from these you will have to deduct provident fund contribution and ESI contribution. Sir, this is employees contribution. Employees contribution. Employees contribution to provident fund and ESI. Yes, sir. Tell me. On basic wages, it is required, sir. 15,000 multiplied by 7%. Is it 1050? 30,000 multiplied by 7.5%. Is it 2250? And guys, ESI is 2% of the basic wages. So 15,000 into 2%, is it 3,000 or 300, sir? 300 na, sir? 30,000 into 2%, sir, is it 600? Deduct this amount, deduct this amount, deduct this amount. This will be the total earnings, net wages earned by that worker. Saji, tell me, how much will be the wages earned by that worker? 27,000 minus 1050 minus 300, is it 25,650? Are high na? 45,000 minus 2250 minus 600, whether your answer is 42,150? Yes, sir. One more question was there. Calculate ordinary wage rate of the worker. Sir, ji, basic wages plus dearness allowance will be 20, no, not 27,000, 22,500 and 45,000. Why I have not added overtime? No. Why I have not added overtime wages? What you need to calculate? Ordinary wage rate. Ordinary. So overtime is not ordinary. Employer contribution to provident fund and ESI. Such the same amount: 1050, 2250, 300 and 600. Saji, tell me how much will be the total labor cost? Fast answer, Saji. 22,500 plus 1050 plus 300. 23,850. Next one. In the next column, it will be 2250 plus 600 plus 45,000. 47,850 divided by 200 divided by 200 hours. Tell me how much will be the ordinary wage rate per hour, Sarji? 23,850 divided by 200. Is it 119.25? 47,850 divided by 200. Your answer comes to 239.25. And last part, Sarji, allocation of the labor cost. Sir, labor cost is 23,850. So this is your 23,850. Labor cost is 47,850. This is your 47,850. Percentage is given. Job number X 75%, 10%, 15%. So please tell me 23,850 multiplied by 0.75. Is it 117,887.5? 0.10 will be 2,385. 0.15 will be 3,577.5. Now, Saji, overtime you told me 4,500. Where I will write the overtime? Sir, in all job or overtime will be written on only for job X? It is given in a question, overtime is done only on job number X. Now next part, Sarji, Dev, 47,850 multiplied by 40%, 19,140, 0.20, sorry, 9570, correct hai, Sarji? 0.40, 19,140, Sarji, if you take a total, it will be total cost applicable to various job. Take total yourself. So, boys and girls, just 1 minute is required to sum up these. If I want to calculate earnings of the worker, tell me what I will write. Second, if I want to calculate total wages, what I will write, sir? Please tell me. Total wages means labor cost if I want to calculate. Please tell me if I want to calculate earnings of the worker. What I will do, Sirji? Basic wages, dearness allowance, overtime wages, total, correct है sir ji? Minus employees contribution to provident fund minus employees contribution to state insurance. This will be the total earnings, net cash taken by that worker, correct है sir? If you want to calculate total labor cost to the company, how much is the labor cost to the company? Now labor cost will be, sir ji, basic wages. It will be basic wages. Then you will have to add dearness allowance. Then you will have to add overtime wages. Then, sir ji, you will have to take a total plus employer's contribution. Employer's contribution to provident fund and employer's contribution to state insurance will be added. It will be your total labor cost from company's point of view. Yes or no? Thank you so much, guys. 7 questions almost we have solved. Okay, in this revision lecture, I have revised start to end everything in detail. Thank you so much. In the next lecture, we are going to see one very important topic, that is overhead cost. Thank you so much, guys.